Out there, and welcome to another evening on another wonderful day. Hope you guys are all doing absolutely fantastic as I actually pull up the Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega audio to be onto the stream. And we are here with week 3 of Pick Up Pack Yu-Gi-Oh! And as always, I'm always joined by the amazingly flexible Blade Wolf. Blade Wolf, how are you doing?
Hello, doing all right.
That is fantastic to hear. So, you were telling me a little bit about what you had cooking up. What you got?
It's suspect, but I can't tell you until you see me normal summon something. That's all, you know.
Oh, we have a non-zero number of normal summons in the deck. What a spoiler.
It's true. It's unusual, isn't it?
Yes, it is very good. I have gone back to the drawing board and had tried to go back to trying to understand where I've been getting everything wrong. And it was clear that I was counting on too much of a linear, consistent game plan that did not have flexibility for having power spikes. And I think that's where I was getting myself caught up. I do love having my hyper consistent decks. I love having them do the same thing every time. But if I don't even allow my deck to have the opportunity to out a Tiger Dragon, then my deck will never out a Tiger Dragon. That's just how that works. And we had seen that on previous weeks where I just couldn't out a Psychic Snail, couldn't out a Tiger Dragon, and I just ended up dying. So I went ahead and tried to take that summon to it. I still have a goal of, the plan B that is somewhat consistent, can kind of push out some stuff. But I'm hoping to have a bit of power spiking, especially centered around some of the pulls that I got from this week. So that's where we're getting into it. For those of you who have not been joining us from previous weeks, once again, the quick reminder is that Pick a Pack Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that me and Blade Wolf every week, we each choose a set within 1 year, and we each get half of a box of that set. So the last week, we chose to open 12 packs of Star Strike Blast and 12 packs of Duelist Revolution. And hopefully we'll be having a revolution in my win rate as we hop into the games. Hashtag transition. Can I get bonus points for that? Do you think that was good?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Heck yeah. Always transitioning out here. Alright, getting the room pulled up now. Go ahead and find the room live. Alright, I really hope this deck works. Oh man. And by I hope this deck works, I mean
I'm flexible on whether my deck works or not. That my deck could just not work. That's fine. I'll take it.
Yeah, that is also an option. But as always, good luck and have fun. Oh,
I in fact had bad luck.
Do I feel like? Yeah, I still think our decks are low powered enough that going second is reasonable.
Okay, well, we opened the FCK Snail.
You even have a set card? No. Oh shoot. I wasn't feeling too bad until you had a set card. I do have a very good card though, but I think I have to do it just to crash. That doesn't feel good. Okay, let me just make sure this card's not reciprocal. When a monster you control battles, to have the monster it's battling lose that much. Man, dude, this is a powerful card, but Psychic Snail is too strong. We do have the Psychic Commander, however. As always, this is probably just going to eat a back row of some kind. Start of the damage step.
No, I'm down to crash.
Yes.
That's acceptable.
Activate the commander, and I have to pay the full 5. Alright. Not great setting up just a crash. It's never great setting up just a crash, but do what you gotta do. Set one piece. Alright.
Alright, that's
snail.
it.
Hey! We do not have second snail. Well, in that case, what if I present you with the second snail?
I don't like it.
Alright, battle phase, and we're just gonna try poke.
Yep.
Alright. You know what? I built my deck to have it out to the first Psychic Snail. Fantastic.
A lot of good things to draw here. A lot of options.
Alright, let's see what we're cooking out here, shall we?
This works.
Alright, what are we looking at here?
Okay, we've got a decision point though is the problem.
Decisions. Interesting. Hopefully they're good ones. Ooh, we got the Jester Confit! So you can special summon it for free, and then if it somehow stays on the board, I get it during the end phase or something.
We trade monsters during your end phase. Or we bounce 2 creatures. Yeah, we don't trade.
So let's
Okay.
see what's up with the Jester Confit.
So most of the traps. I mean, I could just play more defensively. Is an option. It's a very reasonable option, I think. You have no sync. I guess you have. You always have Urbellum. That's a 7 with 2200.
I'm guessing we're thinking about something Tiger Dragon here.
Yeah. I think we're going to do this.
Amazoness
Tiger Dragon Plus.
Amazoness monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Oh, dang. That's a good pull. That's a good pull right there. That does include itself.
Pretty good. All right, let's see the sack. The Saki Sakuretsu.
Well, dang. I'm currently going to be behind on tempo. I mean, I guess I need to keep tempo, right? I will battle tune my Psychic Snail.
All right, I made the right play.
Yeah. How do I out this thing, though?
You simply draw Sakuretsu.
So let's think now. What can you do?
You continue just beating me to death, 900 at a time.
Yeah, because neither of your sets stopped the snail last time. Although it could have been that you just didn't have a monster, so we might be looking at a. No, if you had Rising Energy, you probably would have used it during the damage step. Is there anything else that specifically when I attack? Nah, you probably would have just Saku'd it anyways. So I think I just get in the damage. If I get punished somehow, so be it. Oh.
Hold on.
Well, dang.
This is. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so that's that.
Ooh.
Bop it. Incredible.
Oh shoot. Oh, was I almost? Uh-oh. We will do a humble. We will just do a humble U set and pass. Uh-oh, Amazon's Queen is going to be a problem. I know I have a couple cards that pseudo answer it as well, but we also just straight up top deck the Saku.
Yeah, that works.
So that's that feels pretty good. Set 1. Two back row. Dang, this is it's not the best spot to be in, but I need to assert some kind of pressure. You probably can't out this because you don't have any monsters on board, so we'd have to have some kind of extra swarming capability. So normal summon Dark Resonator.
All right.
Getting still pressuring.
Oh yeah, we're just getting in there. Okay, fair.
Because the idea is like you don't have any monsters on board right now, and you take 2 monsters to beat over it. And I think I'm happy if you trade an actual card for the Dark Resonator as well. So we're doing all right.
I think what we're going to do is just die, actually.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're still equal at card parity, and I did end up going second, which means you did end up getting a card up on me at some point. I'm trying to remember what that was. It was probably when I battle-tuned the Psychic Snail, and you had, I battle-tuned Psychic Snail, and you had half counters. That was the 2-for-1 there. Fair enough. We have 1, 2, 3 back row? As always, we play this card before we draw our literal 1 target for it. I am now on Junko Shuklon, which is exciting. 3 back row, you're at 39? What could I be staring down? I could be staring down like a trap hole. There's no mirror force in this set yet. Is there a magical arms shield? I don't think so. So I think there's no punish for me doing a tribute summon of the final Psychic Ogre. Which was one of the new rules of the new set, I should say. We do not fold these into a Synchro Monster. Instead, we just attack. Oh, I could summon Quillbolt for lethal? That would be 3,000. That would be 43. That would be asking you to have literally nothing. But I do force you to do something, though. I think forcing you to do something is reasonable. Attack! Cobalt Hedgehog can get in there. So, I don't actually know what order-based traps there are to play around right now.
Step 1.
Ah. Well. Step 2.
Okay.
So we hit the new one. Because I know the first one was a set you had for your opening.
Step 3.
Hey! Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yugioh Week 3 Game 1. I need to sort all of these replays at some point. Okay, guys. Feeling reasonable. Had some of that back and forth tempo-esque things. So what are we looking at here? I didn't see any of this from you. Don't know if that's going to be the play. Huh. Okay, well, what do I think is going to be actively bad, I guess is the question.
You know, that's pure luck. I don't need to decide anything. This will be fine.
What did I see from your game plan? So you definitely had stuff like that. So maybe I just bring in maybe just Tiny Hedge? Of course, this is all probably like the worst kind of Tiny Hedge. But it's a Tiny Hedge nevertheless. And we can side out one of... Oh, shoot. I like having you in the deck, but maybe that's too passive. And then take out one of, maybe just one of you. Swap. That'll be fine. Probably. And then
We're looking for tempo.
Okay. Oh, you chose to go first. It does... You do get to set up like a tribute summon. Ooh, shoot. What's that set? That set could be anything. What? I know you have lions, like a botanical lion. That wouldn't be great. But I also feel being able to set up tempo is good. So I'm going to activate my teleport.
Okay.
And I'm going to use it in order to special summon from my hand my Psychic Commander.
Okay.
I still have my normal summon capable to me, so I'm just going to go into battle. It's probably a botanical lion, like we all know that's probably what it is, but we just attempt anyways.
No, it's Fish Warrior.
Oh,
we're trying something different this week, you know. We're trying to do something.
We're cooking out here.
Trying to do something weird, a little wacky.
Okay. Go to main phase 2. Then we're going to use our regular normal summon just to set one card face down. It can be literally anything. And we're going to set a back row. And we're going to call it the end phase. Oh, we got the reinforced truth. Jute Fighter is your target. So effects are negated, but it is just a level 2 warrior tuner monster.
What do you mean effects are negated? What are you talking about?
Wait, what did... Reinforce? Oh, you cannot connect your battle phase. Okay, so different thing.
Okay, we simply do not play around anything. That is the answer.
Alright, we got a Tiger Dragon. Okay. Targeting the second commander. I will not pay 500. Don't think it would allow me to make that work. Okay. Main phase 2. Set 1. End phase, I think it's always good to just hit the... Oh, Trap Hole is a good hit.
Yeah, alright.
Trap Hole is a good hit. I need to out a Tiger Dragon. What's the best way to do that? I need to get to over 24. I certainly built this deck with some ways to do that. We are going to set one and pass. Not feeling great right now. Hopefully
Okay.
top decks come in clutch. Hopefully the top decks
Oh, I
come
mean,
in clutch.
we're getting in there, I guess.
Alright, who are we
The
attacking?
new set.
New set's Dark
Okay.
Resident. Gonna let me keep a body on board.
And keeping a lot of bodies on board, you can make whatever you want here.
Oh shoot, you have a back row, gosh darn it. It did not stop me attacking over Fishborg, but then again, you didn't really care about that? I guess it would have allowed you
I mean,
to save
so
it.
little would prevent you from beating over a fishborg, right? Like, what's gonna
Right.
stop you?
Shoot. I'm up one game, right?
Yeah,
You know what?
this is true. It's public knowledge. I'm
I'm
legally required to inform you that you are up one game.
Alright, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna normal summon my Assault Beast. I'm
Okay.
gonna flip summon my Mecha Bunny. By targeting your set,
Okay.
I will deal you 500 points of damage. I know it's probably not correct, but come on. And now, by using my level 3 Tuner Dock Resonator, and my 6
we making
levels worth of Earth monsters, I Shikudo Summon Exa
Okay, now we tribute. Now we tribute to hand loop. We tribute to hand loop.
Now we just walk into Saku.
It's not Staku, but
Oh man, half counter is good.
it's really good.
Half
Yeah.
counter is really good.
We
So
will.
half counter only works while I'm attacking, notably. That's something I needed to note before.
We want to put on the pressure so that you are on a clock.
I'm currently at less life points, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I summoned my cool secret rare. Be
Oh, I'm
proud
dumb
of
as fuck.
me.
Actually. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, we'll side out that next turn.
So
Or next
summon
game.
Confit, normal summon Sirocco. Ah, I see. You chose to go first, and you're on Sirocco. Fascinating. There are very few cards in my deck that help right now. We're gonna need to see one of them right now. That's keeps us alive? Question mark. We're gonna hammer that Tiger Claw.
Okay.
Set one back. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Alright, we're gonna target the Sirocco. Please. We're gonna set another Mecha Bunny. Alright.
Okay.
We still have a couple live draws now. We still have a body on board, which is good. Into one back row. It's not great. Alright. Okay, we're gonna set one pass.
Okay. We will special Gale.
Special summon Gale.
I mean, not that it matters.
I mean,
Oh, I guess.
Put a normal summon.
Hold on. Does Saku target?
Sakuretsu does
Yes.
target.
Okay. So we can either push for game or we can play around the back row. We play around the back row 100%. We absolutely have to play around the back row.
Is it the man? It's the Satoru
Yeah, it's the
Mirage
man.
Queen. We knew this card was going to be a problem, everybody. Oh boy, oh boy. We're gonna target
Oh yeah,
the-
deal 500 for sure.
Dang, we used our hammer shot on the Tiger Dragon to stay alive. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, you are very. I don't know how much you can use out this guy. This guy's kind of
Yeah,
unbelievable.
That is going to be game. That
All
is
right.
Pick Pack Yu-Gi-Oh! Week 3, Game 2.
These,
Continue.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring in that card as well. Taking out one of these. Yeah, taking out one of those. Do we want to put back in this guy for something?
Is this good enough? I mean, maybe.
Let's put in those for you. A copy of you and a copy of you. Yeah, I think that looks good, right? Is there anything else we want to
That's
bring in
fine.
here?
Okay.
Bring in those. Let's bring in one of those. Yeah, let's also bring in one of those. Yep, that sounds good. for a copy of you. Just a little trim. And then a copy of... Dang.
This is acceptable.
Just do that. Just a trim there.
Alright, am I going first for the third time in a row?
And then we're going to take out one of... Shoot. Okay, that's fine. This is the question. Are you going first for the third time in a row? Yes, you are.
Okay, yeah. One, two,
Well, that's an FTK.
three, four.
Fascinating. A bunch of back row, but one card in hand. So if it's exactly like a, Fascinating. That is truly fascinating. Well, clearly because we're staring down an FTK, we're just gonna set a couple. And we're gonna go to end phase. Would you like to do anything
No,
in end phase?
not yet.
Alright.
Okay, we do this, we do that. That gets very close. We still have to fear those. We can do that instead? Question mark? Does that defeat the purpose? I mean, looking at shit like Battle Tune too. I think that. Wait, well, hold on. Dark Resonator Defense. What is this? This is 300. Okay, so we can do this. Oh, what's the bunny? Mecha Bunny Yu-Gi-Oh! Mecha Bunny Defense. This is 100. Okay. So I guess. Oh, right. That doesn't work. Alright, fair. So we'll do this.
Tribute summon Tiger Dragon. Oh.
And we're trying to get in there.
Are we doing what
No. We're just getting in there this time.
Yeah, I think I know exactly what one of those is.
Okay, we're going to M2 then.
Oh, we do not have the.
We don't have it.
The sword thing. Well, shoot. Hate staring down 1, 2, 3 back row. What if I just accumulated bodies on board until I had to do something about your field? Is that an option?
I mean, that perhaps. I don't have a lot of cards, so you know the odds that I top deck a monster or have one in hand are decent, to be clear, but they're not that high.
Yeah.
Given that I am on the tribute summoning stuff. Good old Tiger Dragon Amazonus.
So I could do that, and then I walk into literally all your back row. So I know you have the half counters. I'm really hoping that a certain card I opened is able to make a debut today. But we're gonna just have to wait and see. I'm at 8,000.
I'd also like to show off the one really cool card I got, but you know, it's just doesn't seem to be in the cards.
So I'm at 8,000. So if I switch, so the thing is that I'm worried about Power Well for Krebs on the Dark Resonator. Am I willing to take 1,000 damage because of that? I think for now it's okay.
How does this stop Power Well?
Because Krebs is only 12. I'm talking about you being
Oh,
able to
yeah.
have my Dark Resonator.
You're right.
Is the idea.
We're gonna put you back in defense, actually.
Flubber dubs. Oh god. So now I need an out for Thought Ruler again? Gosh. You could actually just Jute Fighter attack my Dark Resonator. That's really funny.
Yeah, that is the plan actually. We're going to not play around, sack or whatever. We're just gonna get rid of this guy.
All right.
Does the order matter here? I don't know. Sure, let's do it this way. Sack?
No sack. I probably would have sacked it the first time, being honest.
Okay. The other card is simply not. It is simply not a concern. It is simply not a Dark Resonator.
All right. Thought Ruler and a set. Fascinating. Well, dang. Dang, this is tough. Would you believe me if I said I set another monster face down and end my turn?
I'd believe it, yeah. Okay. That's not quite where I need it to be, but...
I mean, it's... What's a card you wouldn't want to be in your hand?
Lots of cards, actually.
Are you also on the Mecha Bunny Gaming? Is this a set Mecha Bunny?
I mean, we're getting in there. Okay.
Not the bug. Obviously, we're killing the Thought. Of course. I forgot how many copies of Psychic Tuning you have. Because you can technically Psychic Tuning for Thought Ruler. It's like disgusting.
It's crazy. Absolutely nuts.
This set might be just a Fishborg, because I know you're on Fishborg. Have I seen any other water monsters from your deck?
No, see, I actually didn't read the first line of text on Fishborg. That's the problem. I thought I could use it as tribute fodder. You cannot, in fact. I don't have other waters.
You're trying to use it just like a scuffed Treeborn Frog?
Yeah, like the worst ever Treeborn Frog you've ever seen, but also that doesn't work. You have to have a water monster deal that reads
psychic monster on my field.
Correct.
We're just gonna see what this one is, because even if it is a lion, I only take like 100 damage.
Nah.
It's Cranium.
Mr. Cranium.
So we're definitely on telekinetic power level. That much is abundantly clear now.
Oh, I guess we can do this. Oh, that is kind of cute, isn't it? God. Alright.
So now you're on the final Psychic Ogre. Of course, you need to have some kind of tribute fodder for it, which currently on field I don't see. But being able to... I also have enjoyed having the final Psychic Ogres in my collection. The one thing is definitely that they certainly are single tribute monsters for only 2,200 attack points.
Oh my god, oh that's... Is it worth it? God, that's so close. Oh, fuck.
Oh, are we trying to...
Oh my god.
Oh, are we going for a Black Rose? I just realized that your current setup, if you have it Tellywell... Wait, how many cards would you go down? You would have to go... If this one of the sets is Tellywell, it's Krebins plus the guy, Tribute with 1. So it'd be... You would have 3 cards left, and I would have 3 cards including my draw step. So it's like... We would be technically at card parity-ish, but you would have... You would have need to use your normal summon for it, though. So...
Do that.
Man, you having Black Rose and Thought Ruler is... Ooh! It's an ooh!
No, we're playing it slow. We gotta wait.
Set another one?
Yeah.
So you have 1, 2, 3 cards set right now?
Mm-hmm.
So I know you have a bunch of stuff that are like battle-y stuff. You're at 72?
Yeah.
What if I just...
Flip the bunny for burn and get in there?
I'm thinking about it. I'm certainly thinking about it. Because that's like a 13...
I mean, like, it accelerates the clock by a decent amount. Oh, yeah, you saw the bunny.
Yeah, this was a bunny the whole time.
Okay.
Alright. So I do need to be very wary about incoming Black Rose now.
Okay, battle phase.
We're gonna get in for the 8. Because I know half counter you need to have a guy. Oh shoot.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of good.
Cranium.
What? No, targeting Archfiend.
Oh.
Look at the grave. I'm
Yeah,
not targeting
Archfiend.
I'm not crazy. Yeah, what is that?
That's a problem. I'm going to.
Yeah, dog, you want to?
Psychic tuning.
Yeah, that hurts.
Excellent. I want it to hurt. Oh! Well, dang. We will do this then.
God, am I dead?
Do I make Bunny a... Do I make Bunny a 21 or do I make Psychic Snail absolutely massive? I think I just make... Well... If your set is Saku, this allows me to
Taking
actually
32, so that's 35.
Is it better having 1 hard-to-kill guy or 2 moderately difficult guys?
Wait, how big is... So, Bunny's gonna be 21, so smaller than every Monarch?
Yeah, so I think I just...
Versus this?
Continue the attack. If your back row isn't anything, you are actually just dead.
It's sacked.
Yeah, because I was like, I get in the damage against Saku this way. So now we do still have a normal summon to use. And you have, or out of all your back, Chain Whirlwind was something that I think I pulled some copies of. I didn't think of how reliable it would be, but it was able to trigger there.
Yeah, it's because I'm in the Monarch deck specifically that I figured that you have to have card destruction to get rid of my stuff. So if you don't have it, I'm winning anyways. Yeah, right? Like, whatever. Yeah. What's the plan here? We can go... We are kind of low on life points. What are we trying to get here? We can get this.
I know 1 card in hand is still Final Psychic, which I feel...
Oh, that's funny as fuck! Holy shit!
Uh-oh, what's happening?
Wait, that's hilarious, I think.
Uh-oh!
We go for this. We're already down the Man-Eater, and we don't have any back row. We go this, then we do that.
Are we summoning back Thought Ruler somehow? Alright, so there's the Confit.
Oh, that doesn't quite work the way I want it to. But it's so damn close.
We know there's a Final Psychic in hand as a tribute, but that's only 22 and
Go
5.
this. Man, is that still worth it? It might still be worth it. Well, regardless, we're doing this.
So tribute some of the Final Psychic, alright. That's gonna let you add back a Krebins to hand? Is that what we're looking at? You can
This is so funny. How can I not do it, though? God. I can get... I mean, we're already down the battle tuning. You have a second battle tuning, but you don't have a second tuner.
Yeah, currently no other tuner in grave.
It's so funny. God. It's so immaculately funny. I have to do it. It's so sick.
You're gonna pay 800 life points for this? Okay.
Oh, that's 800... Okay, hold on. Let's do the math.
I still have 2 other Mecha Bunnies in deck for another 1,000 points of burn.
God. That is actually really concerning, huh? That kills me.
Oh.
That does
Psychic
just kill me.
monsters paying life points. Psychic monsters paying life points. The psychic monster paying life points.
We'll do this. We hit here. It could be a lot of things. Often it's a resonator. You can go into nothing super good. I really want to do that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
So we're tagging it set.
Okay, yeah.
Dark Resonator.
Yeah, we'll do this.
Alright, Tellywell in battle phase. So there's gonna be more damage. So for battle phasing we have 2 targets of Krebins and Dr. Cranium. We'll see if we get one
for that.
of them. Oh, we could crash Dr. Cranium. Is that what you were talking about?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. There's a much funnier play. I mean, you can see all the cards on the table. I was going to add back Archfiend using the Final Psychic Ogre, and then remake it using all 8 levels.
Oh, yeah, you could add Thought Ruler back to the extra deck. Oh, dang. And that would be like...
That'd be very funny, but the problem is I'm at exactly dead if you flip 2 bunnies after that.
Because you pay 8, puts you down to 19. You power
And I pay
level
9.
3 levels, pay 9. Then you're down to 1,000. You could count
Yes.
on...
I could count on the
Thought
guy
Ruler
killing, but like I didn't do it, so it's whatever.
Yeah, you'd have to count on Thought Ruler gaining you life somehow.
We don't care about the cranium here, I think. I guess we do care a little about the cranium. There's going to be
You
the
can always
same
summon it into
situation.
defense and just not do anything. Well, the question is, do you think the 300 life points are going to be intense?
We're gonna do this.
I was thinking of having the battle tuned exactly because of it doesn't play into suck.
Yeah.
Okay, so we only have 7 levels worth of levels.
Thank you. Does that help? Not really. We'd rather just keep this on board, I think.
Alright, so this is the board?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We're unfortunately not going to be able to do the funny burn thing, but we are finally also on Tiger Dragon.
Okay.
So we do get to attack over this guy. And I know in both of our toolkits, neither of us have a level 6 or lower synchro that outs this. Because neither of us have Iron Chain, and Goyo Guardian is post-errata. Oh, shit. Okay, that happens. That's really bad. We have 1 card left in hand?
We absolutely need the clock. We need to get in there.
Oh yeah, I'm at 8,000. Okay.
Also, we both absolutely do have a level 6 set out Tiger Dragon. It is Gaia Knight. Gaia Knight is 26.
Oh shoot! You're right! Gaia Knight is good!
Is Gaia Knight any safer?
That is the question.
It could be like second battle tuned plus a snail, which is eerily close to lethal, but not quite. It could be like you can't power well. I don't think you have anything. I think that snail is fine here. Sometimes you can crash, and then I'm slightly sad I don't have a larger guy. But sometimes you just put Resonator down, and I can't get over it with just Gaia. So I think I'm content with you crashing, and then I'll simply draw like a Monarch and tribute my Krebins.
All right. So that is something to be concerned about. You have just a Krebs on field, and a Psychic.
I have a snail.
Normal summon. Junka Synchro.
Okay.
We're gonna summon back.
Make the 21.
I guess Mecha Bunny because it's funny. It's not secretly a tuner monster.
By the way, how'd that warrior returning alive get engraved?
I think you popped it with your Cyclone.
Oh, I popped it. Okay.
Just a 21 to beat over the snail.
Now I'm wishing that I did exactly the other thing. Fair enough.
Of course, if you have exactly...
I will get the Monarch.
If you exactly top deck either a 4 or a Monarch, then Wayne doesn't actually do a whole lot here.
Okay, I have to pray that your backer doesn't do anything, otherwise I am in such a losing position.
Oh shoot, we're on Final Psychic. We just top deck Final Psychic.
Of course. Do I pay?
You're at 17. You would go down to
900
I still have
in
2
exchange
Mech
for
Bunnies in
getting
deck.
Snail. Snail is a great route to finding lethal. Yeah, we don't respect bunnies. Not in this house. Snail is great.
Bunny
I don't
off
think
the
of the
top.
life points.
All we need is a bunny off the top.
We could get like Krebins and make a. In any turn that we make Black Rose, I immediately die though because I have no life points anymore.
Yeah.
So I think Krebins is no longer an option. It is Snail Beatdown.
All right. Let's see it.
Yeah, Snail opens up potential lethal off top.
All right, top of the deck.
Oh, M2.
All right, top of the deck. What do you got? What do you got for me? Ooh, that's good, but that's not quite good enough. Shoot, we're gonna have to set one and pass. I still have 48, and I know you have cards in hand. So in theory, I'm not dead yet.
That's funny as fuck. that good enough?
What was the top deck?
We can play it slightly slower. I think playing it slower plays better around back row anyways. There's no reason to ever make Final Psychic attack twice, so I'll do this. Yeah, sure.
Do you pay 8?
No. I could have gotten 300 more. Does that matter? Almost certainly not.
Alright.
Okay. Any synchro or any junk synchron's crazy here if you got a second.
You have exactly 900 though?
I'm at 900, yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, just making a slightly larger guidance snail doesn't kill me.
So, we do have a very good topic. We do have a good draw here. We have a Sirocco.
That's good. That's very slightly bigger than a snail.
Do you want to see my sick answer to trying to out-thought Ruler Archfiend? I activate Domino Effect! I'll enter battle phase.
Okay. Oh god.
I'll have Sirocco attack the snail. I will activate the effect of my Domino Effect. Tribute Sirocco out your final cycle.
This is really rough.
So we have 29 to 8.
Not a lot of tops actually help me here. This is really scary.
And unfortunately, because I really don't want to draw my last target, we will just throw to 4 junk. So you know the last
Okay.
And face.
We are desperate. That works.
Shoot. Oh god.
You don't need 7s you can make, so.
You're at 800?
You don't need 5s you can make either.
So we normal summon junk. Activate junk. Target Mechabun. Summon that indeed. Activate the graveyard effect of Cobalt Hedgehog. Summon it in attack. You have nothing that stops both of these attacks, I believe. So attack with Cobalt.
You are correct. It does not stop.
Cobalt for
Yeah.
game! Cobalt for game! Alright, GG.
If only I read Fishborg before putting it in my deck. God.
That is definitely an... Oh man, you were cooking too hard, my guy. You were cooking...
If only I got the singular card I actually like the singular really cool card I got out of this week.
Dude,
God.
you were cooking way too hard, clearly.
I was cooking sufficiently, you know? Okay, hold on. I didn't get to show off any of the slightly cooler things that's going on in my deck. I only saw like the garbage stuff. And in the first game I bricked on 3 Monarchs. Whatever.
Yeah, 3 of the 2400. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's...
Oh, 2400? 2400 is being a little generous, actually.
Let's do
Let me give you a peek.
Let's do the post-game discussion. Let me get that pulled up, and then unblank the Discord. Like that. Oh shoot, it moved. No, there we go. So yeah, we got the Queen. We're on.
Queen's good.
We're
on Gopher. Gopher is good.
Yeah, Gopher is good. It's another 24. I was.
Yeah. I'm on Scrap Golem with no other scraps in the deck.
Okay, that is incredibly sus.
2300 is just big enough to beat over your 1900s plus a Psy Reflector or over Psychic Ogre or Axon Kicker. It is good enough for sure.
Yes.
It is almost it's equivalent to Tiger Dragon, really. Like nothing's in between these two.
But it gets beaten over by Tiger Dragon. I mean, we'll go over.
Yes, except Tiger Dragon.
But I really did try to take a lot of what I was learning and completely revamped my list.
Nice.
Yeah. So you're on 1, 2, 3, 4,
these
5,
guys are all
6, 7.
standard.
You're on 8 tribute summons.
Yeah. Well, okay, here's the thing. I thought I could use Fishborg Blaster once it was engraved to just continue as, like, a bad Treeborn Frog. That's not true, unfortunately.
Yeah.
First line of text.
You definitely have to control water for it, which is unfortunate that you built your deck around that.
These are all pretty standard. 2 Reinforced Truth for the 1 Jute Fighter, which is fine. The 1 half counter, very good card. Wish I had more of them. 3 Vanities Emptiness!
Oh god. I have double Vanities. Strangely enough, though, because you were doing so much tribute summoning, I did not end up bringing them in.
Yeah, same. I also saw that you were mostly normal summoning, so I didn't bring it in. Like, the 1 teleport was relevant, but, like, who cares? 1 Pot of Duality. This is the 1 cool card I got this week.
That is a really sweet pull to have.
Forever relevant.
Yeah.
Chain Whirlwind's great. I brought them in, yeah.
Ooh, I love seeing the Dark World Shackles and the Axe of Fools.
Yep. And the Axe of Fool's actually kind of really awkward in this deck, but, it on Krebins is good enough. Again, it's 2200, sufficient.
Yeah, I mean, it on a Psychic Snail beats over all the 1 tributes, so it's almost it's almost like a 1 tribute.
I got 3 Miracle Synchro Fusion.
Oh, you got 3,
and I have a legal way to use it.
Oh,
because I have a single Dragon Synchro Black Rose for Dragon Knight Draco Quest.
Oh, but you weren't on it.
No, that's super cope. That's even more cope than this list.
Okay, I know it's so cope, but it's so cool.
This guy is a vanilla 3200. He doesn't have an effect because he has to banish a dragon engrave, but so does Miracle Synchro, and I only have 1 dragon.
Yeah. The idea is that it does allow you to have a very powerful top deck if you ever get there, of like Black Rose and Nuke the Field, we're both top decking, and you can just be like, I top deck a 3200 guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very contrived game state to get into, and you only have...
getting Black Rose out itself is like pretty darn difficult, and in many situations, even where you can, it's not right.
Yeah.
Like in this game,
you have the 1 main deck warrior. So
I don't have any main. Oh, I have exactly Jude. Yeah, it would be in a completely different deck. I would have to build around entirely because it wouldn't work with the tribute style. If I was doing that, I'd be on all the junk synchrons, which I'm not on this week because there's nothing to grab out of grave that's a non-tuner into for it.
Yeah, I see. Oh man. So looks like a solid list. You still got the snails.
Minus these two.
The Fishboard Blasters are so.
We're gonna cut those.
I'm guessing they immediately came out of the deck as soon as you read the card.
As soon as I realized, which was actually after game 2.
Actually after game 2. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. So having these many tributes definitely makes sense if you thought it was a Treeborn Frog. Because being able to always turbo out a bigger beater, it's really good.
Yeah, Scrap Golem is the worst 1 tribute monster that I have. That's why I'm playing it, because I'm running all of them.
Yeah, Final Psychic definitely has some synergy, but...
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, the stat line breakpoints do matter. But yeah, I mean, it looks like a solid list. Did you ever run into awkwardness of having the 2 Reinforced Truths, but only 1 target?
No.
Ah, that is.
I just didn't. I mean, look at modern deck building philosophy, right? Like, we all the time play 3 cards that search a thing and then a single card that's like a Garnet, right? We don't want to ever draw the Garnet, and we're not going to play more Garnets, right? That's crazy.
Right. But also in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, the game like ends in like 2 turns. Like in our format, you could definitely draw that second Reinforced Truth.
You could, but also sucks to suck. Draw better, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because you could also draw the Jute Fighter if you have 2 of them, right? Oh, and that would also suck, because it's also just a dead card.
I know you were thinking about using the Fortress Warrior a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we got better targets. We also got AD Changer, which I have 3 of. So, I mean, I'd never go back to Fortress Warrior. I'd either be on Jute Fighter or AD Changer.
Yeah. So there, you don't have... And then, I guess in the world where Fishboard Blaster actually worked, being able to discard an AD Changer is not... That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, but unfortunately the Fishboard Blaster does not work.
I was betrayed. That's what I was telling you about, being able to search Fishborg with Flameville Pouncer.
With Flameville Pouncer. I thought that was just a random fact that you came up with. I didn't.
No, I was thinking about it. I was trying to cook with it.
Searching out Fishboard Blaster. Also, shout out to the triple overworked still in the sideboard.
Oh yeah, correct. Yeah.
The philosophy behind the what was it? The Chain Tornado? Is that what that's called?
Yeah, Chain Whirlwind.
Yeah, it is actually really solid because a lot of your guys I do have to out by card effect.
Yep.
The Clutch Maneater bug for the Thought Ruler was so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Side note: I had the Chain Whirlwind set while you did that. I just couldn't activate in damage step. Real sad.
Damage step. What about the last couple guys you have in the side deck?
Oh, these don't matter. I was thinking, maybe I have no other monarchs I actually have in my collection, so I can't side more in. I could have put in the Mecha Bunnies, but I didn't remember to do it. Soroko's obvious. Trap Eater. Really, it's just for Gozen. It doesn't work against Vandy's Emptiness.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Galahad beats over anything you have, but also like whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Rescue Warrior if you're on the same jumper thing as last week. Very funny. Psychic Jumper.
Oh.
To swap.
Yup. And I try to steal the Thought Ruler.
Yeah. And then the Wild Tornado is just like a good card in a world where we have Axe of Fools, Dark World Shackles, and Teleport.
Did you open and you only had the 1 Fairy Wind?
Yeah, I only have 1 in my collection.
Yeah, I got it. I have double fairy wind, so I wasn't on the wild tornado, but yeah, I see the idea of having 2 copies of Papa Face Up.
Yep.
Surprisingly, Dark World Shackles just didn't show up the entire episode, though.
Yeah, wild. Okay, but lots of really cool cards they were trying to show off didn't show up.
Yeah.
The Pot of Duality.
Oh, that would have been so. I would have been like, oh my gosh. And I actually have a really cool card that I didn't get to show off.
Then do it.
Unfortunately. So hopping on over to me real quick. Discord capture, turn off, share screen. Yugioh Omega. So we're looking at this being the deck.
Okay.
And
Plague as always. You got
me
tuning. The fuck?
is that I opened Scrapple Dragon.
God.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back.
You got a bigger extra deck than me. What's up with that?
Because I opened freaking double.
I haven't opened anything of relevance for like 2 weeks.
I have double lightning tricorn, my guy. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How am I gonna synchro 8 using a beast type monster? What?
You have
also got
beasts.
I have 1 Draco Chest, but I only got 1 Miracle Synchro Fusion, so like I'm literally never running it. I got Watt Chimeras. So these are the guys. Oh, I also have Genix Ally Axel. Very.
Yeah, he exists, I guess.
Definitely really hollow open. But yeah, by far I was like, okay, I have Scrap Dragon. This outs Thought Ruler Archfiend, and it also just attacks over Thought Ruler Archfiend. This card is going to be critical. It
was not
have enough other scrap guys though. I have like 2 goblins. I have like 1 chimera. I have 1 golem. So I'm like, that's just, and I only have 1 scrap lube. So
yeah,
I did not have a scrap engine come together.
I have 4 scrap lube. I've got all the lube, like I told
man.
you.
You really,
I'm all
gotta help
lubed
me out
up
with some lube here, my guy. Yeah, but
unfortunately,
as you
no
can
scraps.
tell by looking at the list, I took a lot of what I said to myself last week to heart. I am not on all of the bad psychics anymore. Not
nice, very good.
In fact, I'm only on 2 copies of Teleport in the main deck as like
I approve.
# psychic support. The idea being that what did I want it to do? I wanted it to help me swarm extra bodies on the battlefield. That doesn't do anything if they're bad bodies. So I'm just running the good bodies. Triple Psychic Snail, double Psychic.
Kind of fucked up that you also got more Final Psychic Ogre than me.
Yeah, I do have the triple Final Psychic.
Kind of messed up.
My 1 Krebs. So I'm just.
You got a 1900 level 4 beater. What is this?
Oh yeah, Assault Beast. Yeah, I do have the
Ridiculous.
Assault Beast. I completely blanked on running it last week because I was so blindsided by run more psychics that I forgot. Like,
Yeah.
You know, I could also just
He's a
run a
1900
good
guy,
1900 beater guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's only one thing I disapprove of in your list, and that's the Warrior returning alive. It's kind of sus.
I thought having 4 Junk Synchrons to 1 Warrior returning alive was fine as a ratio. Maybe I should have not been running this. But yeah, super hyped that I opened the tuning to go for Junk Synchron. That is
Yeah,
super
the tuning's crazy. Wish I had that.
Yeah. Another reason why I was like, okay, let me go back on the Junk Synchrons today. So yeah. I thought having 4 to 1 was going to be fine. Like, I would only get it after I already saw Junk Synchron, but...
Was it fine?
I ended up bluffing it as a back row, and you ended up popping it, so...
I knew it was a free pop, yeah.
Yeah. Any which way. I am, in fact, on Tiger Dragon Gaming. On 2
Yeah!
copies.
It's just crazy!
It is. I have
just a-
1 copy of the Ambitious Gopher. I really didn't know what to take out for it.
Whoa. Tiger Dragon. It's just better Tiger Dragon. Hold on. It's...
Tiger Dragon
Right?
is an Earth, so I can sometimes Synchro Summon XX Saber Gotems.
You sure can, it's true. Ambitious Gopher sometimes pops 2 monsters your opponent controls.
Yeah. It's so if you ever get the pop 2, it's very good.
And if you don't, you get to see something in their hand. That's fine.
Yeah, and I was trying to think back and forth on it, and I was like, I think probably I'm on the double Tiger. Because I like being able to make my Synchro Summon. And I know it's basically a vanilla monster. But if I ever tribute Tiger Dragon for another Tiger Dragon, I do get to pop 2 back row. So.
You sure can. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're a little wrong, but that's like morally wrong,
80%
not
of
like
the time,
logically
they're
wrong.
very similar, and I was just trying to weigh out like which one do I value more, it being an Earth or it being able to sometimes pop 2.
I mean, to be fair, Tiger Dragon also plays around enemy controller and Jute Fighter better.
Oh, what's the defense on Ambitious Gopher?
100.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely big time. So yeah.
Also, it's not a gopher. I don't get it, but all right.
Isn't gopher like a space?
Like a grunt.
Like a spaceship term? It's a grunt.
It is? I thought it was like, a gopher, someone who fetches you coffee.
Possibly. I don't know. I know it's based off of Mother Brain from Metroid, but I don't know how that relates to the word gopher at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, this was the list. Because I probably should have been on more tributes because I was like, okay, I'm running all of the sticky guys. I got my triple dark resonator, got my double mecha bunny, got my Krebins. Plague is kind of like another really bad Treeborn.
Yeah, it's like slightly better Fishboard.
It is like slightly better Fishboard. Yeah, I can actually tribute over it for Tiger Dragon, for example. And it has, synchro summoning capabilities, but I was like, let me just try to get this out. And then I'm on Junk Synchron, with the Mecha Bunnies, allows you to easily summon a Wayne, so it's like a normal summon 21. Does not out the final Psychic, but it does out rival Sirocco's. I completely forgot you only have one copy.
Yep.
Then they need Warrior support for that. 1900 normal summons with the Salt Beasts and Snails. Psychic Commander is a quote-unquote 1900 normal summon.
Not even quote unquote. He just is a 1900 normal summon, 100%.
But I have to pay 500 life points every time he's a 1900.
It's a resource. Spend it.
Yes, and that puts you to lethal range of Cobalt Hedgehog eventually.
Eventually. Actually, not true. I didn't pay for Psychic Commander a single time.
No, not Psychic Commander. That's true. I'm talking about the generic psychic ability of paying life points. I'm on the triple final Psychic as it's a level 5.
As I wish I was.
Yeah, it's a level 5, so I can actually work with any of my level 3 tuners in order to make my Scrap Dragon. I really wanted a 5 in the list, and I wanted about 2 to 3 more Psychics to run double teleport, and I was like, okay, this guy fits basically all those bills.
Yep.
So he just fits it. And being able to add back a Snail or add back a Commander or add back a Krebins is also crazy.
You chose to run him over Axon, by the way.
Yes. So Armored Axon Kicker actually has a lot of things I don't like about it.
Like the part where you can normal summon it without tributing?
So he was basically part of tricking me into running more Psychics, essentially. And I can't do that. And the other thing is that you can actually use it to get lethal outs on me. I don't know if you noticed it from the last game we played, but if you just normal summoned guys and crashed it into my kicker, I was just dead when I was down to 1,000 life points. Because it's not optional. I always take damage equal to half the destroyed monster.
Oh, and then you can optionally summon.
Yeah. So you always take damage when attacking stuff.
I did not notice that. That is very silly.
So even if you don't have any monsters on board, you just take damage over and over again. And if I was trying to do like the all-in on Psychics, yeah, I would put the kickers back in, because being able to normal summon it without tributing is great. But I didn't want to run all the other Psychic monsters, and I didn't feel like the density was good enough for running Kicker.
I mean, the density doesn't need to be better to run Kicker over Final Psychic. Like, they're both 2200s, and they both have an effect that targets a Psychic in your grave.
True. I think it really was that I wanted a main deck 5. I think it's what it was. Because I kind of really wanted to summon Scrap Dragon. I don't know if you know that. And it's like...
Wait, a 5 plus...
Plus any of my 3s.
Oh, I guess, yeah, you've got more 3s than you have 2s. Fair enough.
Yeah. I have two
like
2s,
3 more
which would be
3s.
either a 2
yeah,
plus
5
Tiger
more
Dragon,
3s.
or a 2 plus Mecha Bunny plus a 4.
Yeah.
So that's awkward there.
Alright, fair. Lines up better for levels for synchros.
Yep. The Tiger Dragons, I'm still rocking the double battle tune, Hammer Shot, and enemy controller as our staples. Saku, Regeki Break, Trap Hole, and
the good stuff.
I have the double Dark World Shackles, so I was really hoping to see one.
Dog, wish I had double board. I only have one.
Yeah, I saw you were on 1 plus the Axe, and I was like, in my deck building, I was like, I definitely want to top deck Shackles if you're beating me down, as opposed to top deck an Axe of Fools.
Yeah.
Axe of Fools really requires a good card.
I also would have rather be running a second Shackles rather than an Axe of Fools, just because if I'm the Monarch deck, like, the Axe of Fools doesn't really help in a lot of situations.
Yeah, because you're already going to have a lad.
It's definitely like the 37th best card in my deck.
Yeah, double teleport to help swarm the board with a couple bodies. Again, only double, because I was like, I'm not all in on it. It's not like my only game plan, and I don't want to bring on a million
I
copies.
think the teleports might be even a little suspect here, right?
Yeah, I did end up siding them out. I ended up siding out these 5 cards.
Makes sense.
Game 3. In order to
Final Psychic just happens to be a little too small against my deck in particular.
Basically, the Final Psychics came out for the Siroccos, because like in the context of your deck, their stat line is basically the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing that Final Psychic leaks over that Sirocco doesn't. And Sirocco is, as we saw, able to be normal summoned without tributing.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we're on triple Quillbolt as part of, like, you know, swarming a couple guys, make a additional fodder to maybe make a 7 or a 6. Maybe in the extreme, it's like Plague plus triple Quillbolt makes a Scrap Dragon if we ever get there. But just a little lad.
Yeah, little boy.
Yeah. I think at the end of sideboarding, these 6 cards ended up coming out. And then hopping down to the side deck, it was the triple Siroccos came in. I brought in double of the Domino effect. And then I had the Man-Eater Bug, I think was what ended up being at the end. I really did have another... so, again, big thing I was thinking about is, like, how do I out-Thought Ruler? If I don't out-Thought Ruler, I just lose the game sometimes. I was like, these are in the side deck.
Domino effect. It sure does it.
Yeah, it certainly did something that last turn. I was really scraping the bottom barrel for non-targeting spell and traps or monster effects that could do it. Fun fact, I actually opened a really good normal summon versus Thought Ruler in Genix Ally Duradark. Basically, normal summon, I can pop any dark monster you control.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it really is.
That is good. Yeah, that's a good card.
Yeah.
Most of my cards are actually dark. Like, all the Krebins, the Gale, the Gophers.
This card's a reason to not run Ambitious Gopher. Because if you have Ambitious Gopher, I can normal summon Duradark and pop it.
Yeah. Yeah, alright.
So yeah, this is sweet pull that I had. I didn't want to main deck it just because I didn't know what the context of your deck looked like. But yeah, definitely a sweet summon to have. And then also, yeah, Fairy wins if I saw the equip spells, and then, you know, the rest of the side deck, as the rest of the side deck tends to be. You're no longer a good selection deck.
Like, yeah, we've moved on from that.
We've moved on from the selection. We are not super hyper focused. So yeah, I feel a lot better with learning. I like learning and doing better.
Nice.
It's certainly nice to see, you know, getting rewarded for learning. Let's go ahead and actually pop open our collection. Oh yeah. Again, to cycle through most of the extra deck is the same. We got the Scrap Dragon is used. And then basically everything from Axel onward is not super relevant.
Yep.
I guess Goyo Garden's still relevant if I ever get easier Earth Tuner access. But then
yeah, you don't need to complain to me about worthless cards in the extra. Half my extra is fusions, so
yeah. So we're both there. But while we're chatting there, I'm gonna go ahead and open up my binder real quick so we can just take a look and see what it looks like.
I mean, when I show my binder, it's gonna be real quick. I've already shown you everything that's relevant.
There was nothing else opened from the packs for today.
I mean, different dimension ground, which is good in like modern metagame, but not in sealed. I can show you my very poor scrap pool, which is literally like 3 names.
I guess. Huh,
yep.
My OBS is automatically linking the opera capture to the wrong opera page. No, not that one. I want this one. There we go. Excellent. But yeah, just double checking the sets we opened today.
Yeah, Duelist Revolution and Star Trek Blast.
Yeah, so A, B, C, D, F, G. So we'll jump straight to Duelist Revolution. It would be better if they had an easier way to just say filter out by set, but I guess sort by set name helps. Alright, so we're starting at the peak of Duelist Revolution. And then let's swap over the screen share over here. Stop sharing that. Go ahead and share Binder Manager for this page. Alright, excellent. Okay, everything's in the right position. Yeah, we're gonna zoom in a little bit.
And we can breeze through these. All of these are worthless garbage, right? Like, Gopher's fine. You got one of them. Great.
Control Plus even making it look bigger? I guess that makes it look
Oh, that's a little bit too big.
Okay, how about there?
Yeah, sure.
Oh shoot, now I can't read
I'll
the
down.
crosswords. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. Okay, Duelist Revolution. Yeah, we got the
Yeah,
180
yeah,
changer.
Yeah,
we got
breeze through these.
a couple
These are
animals.
garbage.
I got
Unplayable.
one gopher. I did not
One
get
gopher.
two
He's all right.
Gopher he's a pretty good tribute summon.
Yeah. The rest of these, terrible. Does not matter. Final Psychic. Wish I had one more. Flambill Fiend. Worse than Final Psychic.
Flambill Pound.
Flambill Pound. Very funny.
Very, very funny.
I also got one planner, one worker. I can't do anything with them.
Yeah, there's nothing to do with the Genixes in our series.
None of these do anything. You got Chimera!
I do have
Chimera's great!
I do not have any scrap Archfiends though. And the only
You don't need scrap Archfiend, right?
The only scrap tuner I have is scrap Goblin. So it's like I can't do anything with it, and it's only a 1700 normal summon. So it doesn't actually help with anything.
You only get one Goblin?
It can only be used as scrap synchro material.
Yeah, but you did get a scrap synchro monster, unlike me, so.
Yeah, but it doesn't one card make.
It's true.
One card make scrap dragon, so it just.
I mean, what does, right?
I can think of modern combos that make one card scrap dragons, but that's the point.
I can think of modern combos that kill you immediately. Yeah, one golem, same as me. Yeah.
I honestly.
I mean, it's a good card. It's fine.
Being a 23 is not too bad.
You got Scrap Hunter. I don't think I got any Scrap Hunter.
You're not missing out.
Kill for more generic scrap names.
Yeah, that's because you have triple lube, but I do not have.
I have 4 lube. I have all the lube.
You have quad lube. I do not. I have 1 lube. I have 1 amount of lube. I think
these are all garbage.
These
These
has
are
like a very minor hand trap effect to protect a defense position monster.
yeah, very minor, terrible,
Yeah.
irrelevant.
One
Egotistical Ape is relevant, right?
Only if you're on like a bunch of beasts, because you need to send one from hand to grave.
Yeah. All right.
So like, very.
Yeah, not that relevant. These are all terrible.
Elephants.
Yeah, and I got plenty of elephant as well, but like, what?
The remove from play.
I'll tell you when we get a reprint Bazoo, I guess. Then it'll matter.
Yeah. The two
Goblin, which I had 2 Goblin.
I was thinking about running them because they have a similar, like, Spirit Reaper-esque effect. Or
They kill themselves at the end of the battle phase.
Not if you normal summon them.
Oh. That's pricey.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna run the triple mecha bunnies instead. But yeah, if you normal summon it, it's guaranteed to survive by battle until your next turn. In which case you can tribute it off or do something with it. But I was like, nah, not necessarily.
That's basically Krebin's, you know. Krebin's pays 800, Scrap Goblin pays like 1900.
Yeah, which is a lot. But yeah, you can just normal summon it and have the effect it cannot be destroyed by battle.
Yeah.
Which
interesting stuff.
As long as it's still in a tribute summon format, that will be somewhat reasonable. The familiar doesn't do anything. Beta doesn't.
Yep,
do anything.
none of these matter. Scrap Dragon's crazy. Like absolutely nuts. The exact reason you went into the pack.
Yep, was like,
and it worked out. And I didn't get any of the scrap stuff from it, so.
I would 100% manage to high roll, and I am in a good spot for it, I feel.
Okay, none of these matter.
Yeah, because I saw that you're on like a bunch. Cursed Armaments is a little interesting, similar to the idea behind the Dark World Shackles.
It's
not as powerful because like it requires you to actually have a board of guys built up, but it makes all of your tribute summons able to be beat over by a Psychic Snail.
It's true.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
It's not bad.
Did not end up running it, but it was something that was mildly interesting. Going all the way back to the top. Oh yeah, Star Strike Bax is the next one anyways. Nice. Naturia Forest.
None of these matter.
Got the steal. Got the one.
Double Cyclone is acceptable, but not great.
I wanted the Blind Spot Strike to actually be useful in any capacity.
I also have one, and it's not quite there.
It is so not useful in any capacity.
There's the Amazoness Reborn, which is
Double Cyclone, which I was thinking of sideboarding, but I don't really have a lot of free stuff to throw away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, it's good.
And you just chain the second thing, right? Yeah. That's all it does.
If I had enough free chainables, it could do a lot more.
None of these matter. Absolutely none of these. Anti-Magic Prism is sometimes funny, but like we don't have quite as many. What I'm on exactly 3 quick play spells, so
nah,
it's not quite there.
It's not gonna be there.
The one Horn of the Phantom Beast, very good someday. Not yet. Probably never in this sealed series. Actually, I also got exactly one.
Definitely not. Peril Selection, Queen's Pawn, Scrap Rage. And that's all the
The
stuff.
Archfiend Empress, the super rare.
I did get the really sweet
I also got the Archfiend Empress. It is worthless.
Yeah,
it is
does
less
not
than
do
worthless.
anything. I have a Chain Dog to go with my one copy.
You got the Droll.
I have 2 Drolls, so if you ever...
I got 1 Droll.
You ever get fancy... I also have extra
Oh,
heal
yeah.
if you ever go burn. Although...
Yeah, I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I don't think we're going burn in this series at all. I have the 1 Duradark, which is really sweet. Yeah, I actually had a really good holo luck this last week.
You did.
Kind of crazy.
You
Only
sure
have 2
did.
Samu.
Only 2 Nisamu. Ugh. I'd kill for a second Nisamu.
I only have 1. Feels bad. I have Skullmeister. That's interesting.
I also got no Skullmeister. I don't know if that one matters, really.
It's a 1700 normal summon. I have 1 copy of Swifty.
I got a couple of those, so they don't matter.
Soldier doesn't do anything. I only have 1 Dragonfly.
I got 2 Dragonfly.
Did you get any number Hopper?
I got 2 Watt Hopper.
That's the minimum you need to make the Watt lock.
It's true. It sure is the minimum you need. Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to come with Watt Hopper Gaming until I opened only 1 Dragonfly, and I'm like, I can't do that.
I mean, I tried to build it. It's not justifiable.
Yeah. I feel like you need a lot more. I think you really need just like triple in order to make it reasonable, and it's really hard.
Yeah, or you're supposed in like the real metagame, you'd be on like Shining Angel or something. You need something to search Watt Hopper. There's just no way you can play it like this.
Possible searching recruiters.
Yeah, none of these matter.
Creation
Barrel's
Resonator
all right.
Could be fun at some point. Yeah.
I also have 2 Barrel. Barrel's all right.
Another one is basically a tiny Dark Resonator. Survives 2 battles.
Yeah. It's a Dark Resonator with a Karakuri name, which is pretty good.
Yeah. You just do that. 1 copy.
Nishipachi is fine, but not great.
I opened Red Nova!
You got 3 anatomy. Well, you get Red Nova? Wow, wild. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool, I guess.
Really fun pulls. I have.
You got 3 anatomy.
3 anatomy, but not a Karakuri deck to run them.
Wait, you only have. I guess you have. Wait, you have 5 Karakuris. Wait, what are you talking about? You have enough Karakuris.
I have 1, 2.
You have 3 plus another 2. You have 5. Okay, technically 8, but really 5.
Would you run Karakuri Anatomy with only 5 Karakuris?
Yes. I might. I'd build it at least, and then I'd find out if the ratio is terrible.
I don't know. That's because they have to actually change their battle position, right?
Yeah, but they do that automatically.
Yeah, they do that automatically. So you need to see 2 Karakuris for the first anatomy to pay off.
I'd play Upstart.
Unless we're really out here trying to run Upstart Goblin.
I'm trying to play Upstart for sure.
Upstart Goblin.
It also works.
Running 5 other bad cards in your deck.
They're not bad cards though.
They're not all bad cards. In the context
Nishipachi's kind of mid, but Barrel's fine, and the Recruiter is good.
Yeah. Huh. I guess that I could just be on double Recruiter, double Barrel, and be on like 1 anatomy. Just have Pot of Greed sometimes.
Perhaps. It's something to consider. I definitely try building it. Because your numbers are almost good enough to justify anatomy.
Yeah.
And it is kind of a sick thing.
Yeah. I forgot that Nishipachi can actually just tutor into the barrel, and that's like, that blanks like 3 attacks.
Yeah, it's the same thing as Mecha Bunny.
Yeah.
Except their Karakuri names.
That's actually pretty good.
And also one of them is a 1400, so that actually makes it reasonable to attack people with.
Yeah. We out here looking through my card collection. Help me out. I have 2 shackles, 2 axes.
Yeah, these are fine, but they're gonna get power crept really quickly.
Oh, I wanted to have 1 iron core so badly for the Kawaki ring.
Is core in the set? I didn't pull a single core either.
I think it's in a previous set that we
yeah, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, because it definitely wasn't in this set.
Tuning is crazy.
1 tuning, really fun.
Gearbox kind of mid.
Yeah, especially if I'm only gonna be on a couple.
Yeah.
I got my 2 Vanity's
None of
Fiends. Vanity's Emptiness, my bad.
Possibly great, unclear. It'll be good by the end of the series for sure.
It'll be good in our series at some point, at which point we'll be very upset.
Yes.
Yeah. Darkfall.
For Chaos, also very good.
I have my 1/2 counter, and I probably should have been running it. In all honesty,
it's great. It's really good.
Yeah, it is.
It's like Sakuretsu at home.
It's a very good battle deck, as I have come to know. And yeah, that's everything from Star Strike Blast.
Yeah, all right.
Did you see anything stick out of my collection that was like different from yours? Because again, that's another thing we're trying to test out.
Yeah, the dragon, the scrap dragon, the 3 anatomy.
Yeah, 3 anatomy. Actually, if
Yeah.
I know there's another set that has more Karakuris in it.
The Gen X whatever was also crazy.
Gen X Axel?
Yeah, whatever the guy who kills any dark.
Oh, Duradark. Yeah. Gen X
Duradark,
Ally
yeah.
Duradark.
Yeah, you pulled crazy. I don't know. You pulled insane.
Yeah, with the power of hindsight, I definitely opened very insane. And I have enough cards now where I don't need to just copium my all psychic deck, which I'm very happy with. It allows me to feel empowered to actually flexibly try to do different things.
All right, let me show you. We'll do a real quick run through because my list is nothing to, get excited about.
All right, let's we'll just do a quick watch.
You see it?
Go ahead and click on it.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Yeah. So we have AD
Changer
Changer.
exists. Amazon, very good monarch. It's fine.
Yeah,
Good.
Very
good even.
It's a very good monarch.
Which
Gopher is also good.
these don't matter. None of these matter.
None of that matters. Got the scrap golem.
I only pulled, one beast, one goblin, and one golem, so it's not really enough to justify summoning anything with golem or the 4 scrap lube. Very sad.
I believe scrap beast is the level 4 fiend or level 4 tuner you're supposed to
Tuner,
summon
yeah.
off of Chimera.
Yeah,
And
like
then
it's fine. Maybe I can play it on its own, but
Yeah.
maybe.
It is a level 4 tuner that doesn't restrict you in any way.
Summoning Curse, I consider it for the sideboard, but it actually hurts my deck more than yours. Just happens to be that way this week.
Yeah.
To do
Strip our hands.
3 Miracle Synchro Fusion!
If you ever wanted to
1
live the
Pot
dream,
of Duality.
Pod Duality is sweet card.
Yeah. Cyclone, single one, whatever. None of these matter.
A single cyclone. Double Amazoness willpower is not bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, if there was any way to search the Amazoness Queen, then this would be great.
Yeah. If
We
it's
summon a
anything-
2400 guy who can't be defeated by battle. Like,
Yeah, and being able to just summon it back.
yeah. The one horn. None of these matter. Look at this guy. Terrible. Look at this guy. Also
He has
atrocious.
1,000 arms though.
Anarchist is kind of funny, but he's not quite there.
If this, he can graveyard banish.
Yeah, he can graveyard banish your 1 Krebins if you're still in power well.
I am in fact not on the 1 power.
or it can hit your Quillbolt or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not bad. It's fine.
Yeah.
It is potentially usable depending on what you're on.
Mm-hmm.
The 1 Droll. Ooh, the 1 Extra Veiler. The 1 Inashi-chi is, like, pretty good. This guy's actually great.
Inasichi is great.
I only got 1 Nisamu, though. Very sad. And then the 1 Reed on, like, year 2. The 1 Scrap Searcher, which is, like, one of the worst scraps, but it is technically a name.
Yeah.
But, it's 3 level 4 or lower scraps, so that's still not enough to justify lube.
Scarecrow.
Yeah, lots of that doesn't matter.
I mean,
It doesn't protect your guys, it's only on direct attack. It does not help.
yeah, that's true. And we're still very board centric. We're not like going back and forth OTKing each other.
2 Fly, 2 Hopper is something I considered for this week, and something I will think about next week as well.
Yeah.
It's justifiable. Like, if we go into the pack with Watt Cobra, I could do something with that, for
Yeah,
sure.
The Watlock is very hard to out.
It's as hard to out as Thought Ruler,
Yeah.
but it's also about as hard to make. Because you think... yeah.
Yeah. It is definitely hard to make, but I definitely have like... I think I have literally... I have to double check to see if I have anything that outs it. But yeah.
I've got to do Shinkaro and the 1 Nishipachi.
Yeah. Vajrayana!
1 Anatomy.
Womp womp. 4 lube.
Yeah, 4 lube. Lots of lube. All lubed
Oh
up.
my gosh.
None of these matter. I got Showdown Castle, which is very cool.
Oh. That is something. You could double cycle it.
Yeah. I mean, it ends up getting a monster from your grave very frequently because we both have access to Fairy Wind. It's like pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
None of these matter. I got all the red screens, but it's just a death sentence. Who cares about that? 1 DD ground. Ooh-wee.
The 1 DD ground will come in at some point. 1 half
1 half counter, wish I had more.
Also
Man, it's a common. Come on.
Dude, the commons are
that's
really
it.
weird in this series.
Yeah.
Definitely
That's
open
all I got.
only half a box. We really feel diversity of cards.
That's
And
accurate.
also not getting cards. You really do feel it.
I do be feeling it.
Put in the bones. All right, let me go ahead and open up my my page, and let's go ahead and see what packs we're picking from for this coming week. The pack simulator.
We can choose to finally tap into the Ixies monsters.
So, Star Strike.
We're on
so we're
2011. Storm of Ragnarok, the Photon Shockwave.
Generation Force or Photon Shockwave. We will in fact be getting into the Xyz monsters.
If we want, we could just not.
Look at Storm of Ragnarok first. Going down to the commons, we have Cosmic Compass can summon a bunch of lads. We have Red Blue if people want to if you want to try to high roll into Red Blue gaming.
Again, the commons are weird in the series. You're not gonna get all the red and blue you need. You're gonna get 1 blue and 0 red.
The
Karakuris are actually good here.
2 more common Karakuris.
Yes,
and Kick
very relevant. And Queek is good.
If Quick ever gets that value, it's pretty good.
And for the same reason that like Shura was a really good card for a long time, Quick is also very good.
Yeah. The fact that it only summons from Grave though means it's not as good like literally turn 1.
Yeah,
and
you need some Karakuris.
Kalute the Moonshadow to help them.
It's true. We've got another scrap name for the Scrap Lube, Scrap Shark, and it even puts itself in grave for you. So kind, so nice.
Oh, you bet it does.
It is technically a name, it sure is.
Yeah. It also lets you fill up your grave for whatever reason. What?
You got Cash, which is great.
Oh, Karakuri Cash is in here? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Great for people on war for cards.
Assuming you have enough names, that is.
You know, depending how I feel about my common luck, that could be.
I think we're both actually at exactly 5 Karakuris.
Yeah, it's just that. No, I'm at 4, not counting the spiders.
You're
I'm at 5, not counting the spiders.
We both have 1 Nishipachi. We both have 2 barrels. And then you have 1 recruiter, and sorry, you have 2 recruiter, and I have 1 recruiter and 1 searcher.
Yeah, one Stratos.
Yeah.
This also has the continuous.
To be clear, it's Stratos, but better because it searches spell traps as well.
Yes. It also has less attack points than Stratos.
Who cares? Matters. It's going to the vents after that, anyways.
Yeah. We have Zing Zen Hu Replica, which, except for the fact that we also have Fairy Wind, can be spell trap removal. It definitely is a lot worse since we have Fairy Wind.
I think we have better options already.
Yeah. But
Tiki Curse and Tiki Soul are good.
Yeah, those are crazy. Just being able to have them essentially act the role of either tribute fodder or being just a level 4.
Or a monster that survives the next turn for synchro tributing. Yeah.
If you open a large number of both of them, they make a small removal engine in of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very good there.
Leviathan is also pretty good.
Oh, Nordic Relic.
Yeah. It's Michizure.
But it's spell speed 4, Michizure.
Ooh,
actually,
I mean,
this outs Thought Ruler.
It does, yeah.
Because you can't respond to it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It is quite good, yeah.
It's probably also better at outing Thought Ruler than Domino Effect.
I'd say so, yeah.
Just a little bit.
We got Maxi in this set.
Yaksha, I think, is actually kind of is interesting because just us literally having 1900s is very threatening.
I guess. I don't know. I think I'm past the point where I need Yaksha. I've got Botanical Lion. You've got Assault Beast. We've got the snails.
Lion. We didn't even see.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're past Yaksha.
Looking at the rares, because we're also guaranteed a bunch of rare or a non-zero number of rares. We have Nordic
Doppel Warrior,
in here.
not bad.
Doppel Warrior, if you're doing junk stuff, can be very fun.
Scrap Worm is a scrap name for the Scrap Lube.
Yep, it is a scrap name.
Sure is. They're all so bad. Why are all the scrap monsters terrible?
Because their whole effect is they blow up.
They're junk, right? It's thematic.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think any of these are playable.
Shien's Daredevil is a 1900 normal summon.
Yeah, it sure is.
It's a pretty good 1900 normal summon. It's like the exact same as Assault Beast.
Yeah. It's a warrior, so it's searchable.
Yeah.
That makes it better.
Off of our Rotas. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's it for Storm.
Possibly leaning into the supers.
Oh, you can get Lance. You can get Maxi.
Yeah.
You can get Tang
I'm
Gresner.
surprised there isn't
Tang
more
and Grisner.
Karakuri stuff at the, or at least main deck Karakuri stuff at the higher rarities. Oh yeah, there's
Nope.
there's ultra rare Hypa. That's the Karakuri.
Oh yeah.
Rarity.
Yeah, 2100 guy. Pretty great.
Womp womp. Alright, so that's Storm of Ragnarok. Primarily, like, some low rarity Karakuris if you want it. There's more scrap names if you just want to have scrap lube targets.
And there's Outs the Thought Ruler, which means I don't pick it.
Outs the Thought Ruler and the Tiki Traps.
Mm-hmm.
That's Storm of Ragnarok. Let's look at Extremo Victory. Once again, scrolling
Got
down.
some Resonators, some garbage.
Unknown Synchron is kinda like a Gesture Confit if you squint really hard. We have.
It's like a Cyber Dragon with 0 attack.
Yep. Once per duel.
I mean, to be fair, you choose to go second, and then it's pretty good.
Yeah. We have Clock Resonator, which is Dark Resonator 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
It's not as good because it has to specifically be in defense position. So.
And it's got less attack.
Yep. It has slightly more defense, but not of a relevant stat.
We've got
Morphtronic
Ninishi.
Staplin. If you get 2 Staplins in attack position, you get to do a Staplin lock. But then you can add it with card effects. Yeah, TGs. The Warwolf is the only low rarity one, unfortunately, that floats.
What? Oh yeah, it's only the one that floats. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have Jet Falcon. Ooh-wee.
It has 1,400 attack points. Unironically, Serene Psychic Witch is a really good searcher because it special summons the monster banished by the effect. So it allows you to. It floats into.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah, it floats into Psychic Snail. I don't think we have anybody who's exactly 2,000.
It floats into Krebins to turn on
Yeah.
Telekinetic Powerwell way easier for me. That's crazy.
Yeah, Serene Psychic Witch. It's a very good battle recruiter for Psychics. Very good battle recruiter. There are more Karakuris. We've got the Komachi as the double summon. And then we have Nanashik, which is just a large lad. And if you normal summon it, you get to draw a couple cards, but it's primarily just the biggest main deck Karakuri, I believe. Scrap
2200. Yeah.
is another scrap name. And this one also blows itself up.
Incredible. When you normal it, kill it. Great.
Yeah, just straight up die. You can have it.
I feel less good about the lube.
So you get off scrap lube. It turns itself on for scrap lube. Ooh, and then we have all the Mechlord Army stuff. I think Mechlord Army Weisel has a reasonable effect.
Weisel is good, yeah.
If you
Weisel's
somehow
really good.
swarm a bunch of Mechlords, it can actually.
It's just a 1900.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not. It says accept this card.
Oh, accept this card? Whack. Okay.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not 1900. Yeah, I think Grinnell. I think Mechlord Army Grinnell is a rare. Yeah, Mechlord Army Grinnell is pretty good because it's just a it's another Gale the Whirlwind. Most of the time. Rarely does Gale the Whirlwind ever survive a turn, so it's basically the exact same in that context of normal summon, have a guy, attack over it. Which, in the rare slot, is an out to Thought Ruler. But I have to play around with trap stuff. It's also only halved until the end phase, while Gale the Whirlwind is halved all the time, so that's another very notable difference. Going down the spells, Runaway Karakuri, it's if you're really heavy on Karakuris, it's a good-ish battle trick. If you're really
I'd say it's good.
If you're really heavy on
if you can consistently have a Karakuri out that you actually want to buff, because half the Karakuris have 500 attack.
Yes. You really need someone out there that you're really trying
TGX 300 is really, really good in a world where you have enough TGs to play. We do not live in that world.
Oh, 300? Oh, that's a continuous.
Yeah, 300.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All monsters gain 300 attack for each TG. Yeah, we're just not going to be in the world for that critical mass. We already both know that. Same with TG1 EM1. Again, similar to the Psychic.
Also very good, also not playable. Yeah.
It does target an opponent's monster though, so it does not out Thought Ruler.
Does it target both?
Yeah, it targets both.
I don't think Psychic and Puncher works against that then.
Oh, Thought Ruler Archfiend is just out.
Or Thought Ruler injured.
Psychic Reactor turns any of your psychics into a DD Warrior Lady. If you control psychic, it turns all your face-up psychics into DD Warrior Lady. So if I was
Yes.
somehow all in on psychics again, I could be like, oh, my board has 5 DD Warrior Ladies now.
I mean, instead of saying it turns them into DD Warrior Lady, just say it's another Michizure.
It's another Michizure, yep. Yep. 6 strike dual wield is, we're just not on that density of 6 Sams. Axe Dragonu is a 2000.
It's playable.
Yeah, if you open it, it's playable.
You normal it, you walk in, you resummon your Krebins with Power Well, you make a 6. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Why didn't we just make the 6 beforehand? I don't know.
Fair enough. In the rares, we have the Tech Genus rares, as we already talked about.
Silent Psychic Wizard, crazy.
Yeah, Hush Psychic Cleric is another one of these really good pieces of psychic support in the set.
Hush Psychic Cleric. The fuck?
Yeah. It lets you do...
Wait, say it again.
So so it summons in defense. You discard a card, banish the psychic from grave.
Oh,
When
right,
this
we're
is
just talking
sent
about
to
different
grave,
cards.
you summon the banished monster. It's a 2100 defender that it allows you to cycle out cards a lot.
No, I was just really confused because I was looking at Silent Psychic Wizard and you were saying something which was like analogous, and I was entirely baffled because I was like, "Why is it hushed instead of silent? What is this? What?"
You're looking at the super rare Silent Psychic Wizard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this card is crazy. It's just a 1900. It's a 1900 with extra value. In the super rares, I don't think we're debunk gaming. Cash Shed if you're in heavy Karakuris, as Karakuri support tends to be. Yeah, I think that does it in terms of general discussion. So I guess the highlights are the TGs, as always. Like, if you have an endless line of individuals, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, they were meta for exactly that reason, but unfortunately we will not have an endless line. We'll have a line of maybe 2 to 3 creatures.
Yeah.
At
Definitely
most.
the common psychic support is like the big highlight of this set.
For sure.
Yeah. And being able to have some Karakuri support as well. And then we get to look into the Xyz era. Generation Force. Notably, none of the Xyz monsters are at common in the set. So if any of us open it, it would be an absolute game changer. But again, that's going to be an opportunity to high roll for either of us.
You can also just get Goblinberg and make a synchro.
Yeah, we could also just get Goblinberg and make a synchro. So in the common slot, we got Go 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 Golem, another guy that just survives in defense and actually has 1500 attack. Goblinberg, just summon a 4 lower and make a synchro monster.
Soul Kraken is a decent tech choice.
Crash Bugs are high defense guy. Well,
They're bad.
2 of them are high defense.
We're not playing Crash Bugs. We ain't doing that.
Yeah. Windups. The Windups are good normal summons.
Soldier's good. Dog is probably not good enough for us anymore.
I guess Warrior comes in the next set, not this set.
Yeah. But Soldier's great. We
Drake,
can't really play any of the Wind Fish because Air Orca's the payoff. It's a little high rarity, and also you need a good density for it,
Yeah.
right? So.
Yeah, having Aqua Jet though is a good card. As like
Again, you need that density, and most of the set isn't even Fish, Sea Serpents, or Aquas, and we haven't seen any in the previous sets. I think it's unplayable.
Yeah, you could use it with your Fishborg.
Oh yeah, my Fishborg, which will not be summonable from grave because all the fish here are wind.
Yeah. That is the awkward spot to be in with that. They are all wind fishes. Crashbug Rogue, if we're really heavy on no, this is really for Xyz summoning. Or I guess if you are trying to make a Synchro 6 with a level 3 and another level 3, you might want a Crashbug Road, but probably not.
No, we're not doing Crashbug things.
The worst negate attack I think we have, so that probably not.
Yeah, we already have Threatening Roar. We don't need anything else.
Overwind is good exactly with Soldier and Warrior in terms of being able to double them and then they bounce back.
Again, not playable. Future Glow is playable. It's a Psy Reflector at home.
Future Glow. Oh, yep, here we go. Banish a Psychic type monster and all Psychic type monster control gate attack equal to level times 200. Another one of Psychic support payoffs.
Eye Reflector at home because I don't have Psy Reflectors.
You mean Power Injector?
I mean Psy Reflector, right? Power Injector's a monster.
Psy Station.
Psy Station.
Yes.
What's
Psy
the reflector?
Station. Yeah. I noticed you were still on the triple overworked in the sideboard.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm just not going to be on on Psy Station this week. I don't want to get blown up by a one-sided trap level Dark Hole.
I think we're done on the commons. I think everything else is terrible.
Going to the rares, a lot of generation
Aerocra,
fish.
obviously crazy in another world, but unfortunately we do not live in that world.
There's a lot of generation fish up here.
I think all these are bad.
I think Jaws Man is just a... Oh no, all tributes must be water. Never mind.
Must be water. Yeah, unplayable.
Yeah. Ghost Shipped, I think is...
Ghost Ship is good.
Yeah, if you're on a...
In a world where you have enough lights, and we do not have very many good lights right now.
Yeah, not right now, but if you're able to, it is good. We don't have any heroes to mask change into.
Yep.
We're not banishing enough for Sea Lancer or any of these. Attention punishes the tribute summon strategy.
No, it doesn't.
Exactly one guy.
That's not a problem.
I mean, if you tribute summon a guy, then normal summon a 4. I target the 4, pop the bigger guy.
You cannot target the 4. Oh, 5 or lower? Oh,
Yeah.
wow, I thought it was 5 or higher.
Target one face at level 5 or lower monster your opponent controls.
Okay, so it actually is decent. It stops people from synchroing.
Yeah, it does heavily disincentivize synchroing. It's a trap card at rare that just disincentivizes not doing Xyz. So
Yeah. Alright, actually attention is good.
yeah.
Wild.
Notably, it does out Thought Ruler, assuming you have a non-psychic level 4 on field. Because if I target the non-psychic, then you can't Thought Ruler protect it. Target one monster your opponent controls. Your opponent cannot treat it or use it as a synchro material monster.
Yeah, bad.
Wow, that's a very
Like attention, but worse.
Card. Anything at super rare, not super relevant.
No.
Yeah. So that's all the stuff I comment. Again, it's like highlight of Generation Force is definitely high rolling and getting an Xyz monster. Like by far, that's the highest thing. And then there's like some reasonable-ish cards that kind of just do reasonable-ish things.
I mean, half these Xyz monsters aren't even summonable, right? Like, we can't summon Tyrus, we can't summon Adreus. We really struggle to even get the 4s out. The 3s are the only ones which are, like, relatively easy, right?
Yeah, and Leviathan Dragon is by far probably the best. Like,
He's just a 2,533k guy.
Zenmeister is also pretty fine because it's also just a 25.
Yeah.
It's just a overlay 2, make it 25. Leviathan Dragon is also an overlay 2, make it 25, but sometimes a 3k. So I think that sums up Generation Force. And the last set is Photon Shockwave. Of course, high rolling, we get the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. We get Rabid Dragon in Vanilla.
We sure do. Moving on.
Ryrider? Ryrider, quote unquote, outs anybody?
No, it doesn't. It dies.
But then the monster can't attack anymore. And most of our guys are only useful for stats.
Yeah.
Again, quote unquote, it doesn't actually out it. In like
Quick, walk into the Thought Ruler and let me use it to protect all my other psychics. Yeah, that's a move.
Yeah. Hey, it's also a Thunder monster for all that Judgment of Thunder support we were talking about.
It's true.
Yeah. That's not like
I guess it is one of the more playable Thunders. That's kind of nice.
One of the more playable Thunders. Sunfisk. Like.
Needle Sunfish is solid.
Yeah, it's definitely solid. Especially if you want the body.
We can get back on the Needlebug Nest.
Yeah, because it's not an optional effect. It will always trigger when you Needlebug Nest and mill over it. That is fancy. Plasma Ball is bad. The Evatiles are unfortunately bad. Wind Up Warrior goes up to 18, so it's probably
which is not very good.
Watt Cobra. Watt
Cobra is relevant for me, because if I can pull enough of the Watt Cobra, then I can more consistently get to Dragonfly or Hopper, and like I could reasonably put up the lock then.
Yeah, so I definitely have to think about trying to play around that. Natria, Marino, Prior, no. Senior silver.
Very searchable. We both have a Medallion of the Ice Barrier.
We do. Senior silver is a 1 tribute 23, so that's something.
It sure is a scrap golem. It sure is.
It is. Hey, I mean, you were literally running scrap golem, so.
I sure was. Ego boost is good. Ego boost is great.
Oh, yeah, Ego
incredible.
Boost is great.
Unbelievable.
Great battle trap. Great battle trap. Gain 1,000 attack trigger. That's great. A traffic control. Very funny floodgate. It's primarily going to be something that we're just going to have to be aware of and just have like fairy winds in the main deck. I think we're getting very close to having fairy wind in the main deck, or I guess wild tornado.
I don't know. I mean, is a traffic control? Do you ever have 3 monsters on board and then like are unable to synchro them off? Does that happen?
I guess not that. It's like if you want to synchro them off. Maybe a traffic control doesn't show up as much as I think it would. Oh, monster slots is good if you're on a mono level deck, because if you're trying to run Upstart Goblin, this certainly is an Upstart Goblin.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, you just have to have infinite setup. Ooh, 1 day of peace at common.
It's not good and sealed. It's
No,
real bad.
Definitely not. But I'm trying to think if like there's any world like if I set up a scrap, if I use it to set up Scrap Dragon, that's pretty good. Like I just need to have a guy.
It doesn't protect your monsters.
Yeah, just protect my guy. And then I use it to synchro summon a Scrap Dragon. And I start picking your board apart.
It does not protect your monsters.
Oh, it's not protecting. Oh, sorry. It's only not dial damage. It's not.
You have threatening roar already. Just run that.
Good point. Zen Malfunction is good if we had actually never mind. It cannot be tributed or used as a synchro material monster.
Yeah.
Only
it's rough.
Summoning. We're starting to get to the point where they literally do that. Luminize is good if you're on lights.
Is it?
Yeah, if you it's like a delayed honest, where if you attack, then I attack back.
All right. We don't live in a world where we have lights, though, right?
I mean, we were talking about the ghost ship
being
good. So in a world where the ghost
It's
ship
true.
is good, the Luminize could be good.
It's true.
Fiery Fervor is not our series. It's exactly if we're in like ego boosting, Acts of Despair, or Acts of Fools kind of meta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Yeah, we're not there. I guess there's a funny world where I run Psi Station to buff your psychics, so that my Fiery Fervors are always turned on.
And then you also are just on the overworked.
Then I'm just Fiery Fervor.
You got a bunch of traps which wipe my field, and it's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
And you just have to pray that I am on psychics and run them and like summon them.
Yes, we've just got to prage. Watt can't. If you're somehow high enough density of watts, this is a solemn.
It's
warning.
true, and they are bad cards, so I wouldn't mind discarding them.
Yeah, Solemn Warning is a good card. It's a pretty good card. This like very much imitates that to the inherent summoning degree.
Mm-hmm. Violent Ohm is a surprisingly good card.
Target equip spell in the graveyard and add it to your hand during the next standby phase. Do we have any good equips though? Oh, you can search it off of Flameville
Axe of Fools and Shackles.
You can add it off Flameville Pwn.
It's true.
It's true in events.
Yeah, but we have Axe of Fools, we have Shackles. Like,
yeah.
I only have one of each, so maybe not. But
yeah, I have
you
two
have
of each,
multiple.
so I could definitely, if I had a
It is a consideration.
Recycle that. I think Lava Lancelord is like it's like a normal summon removal spell. Yeah,
but it's 2100, so it doesn't even get over the things you want to remove, right? Like if you're using this to normal summon beat over a snail, you're having a terrible day.
Yes. I think if either of us had like triple Flameville counter, I think we would be on the Lancelords. Because Flameville counter is a really good card if it's enabled. But I don't think either of us have enough Flameville counter. Laval Dual Slasher. That's actually a common synchro monster we could try to pull.
But you need to have fire non-tuners.
Yeah. You really need a fire non-tuner. And
You can be on Pound.
you could be
Pound
on
plus a 3, right?
Yeah.
Or a 4? I don't know what
Junk
Pound is.
Synchron. Junk Synchron plus Potent. And then that's a
Oh,
2400.
Pound is a 1 actually.
Oh, Potent is a
You need a level 4 synchro or level 4 tuner.
We need a level 2, level 4.
So you can go Debris Dragon, resummon Pwn. Just kidding. It only goes to dragons.
This
You
is a
can.
warrior monster.
I don't know if it's happening.
If one of us, so the easiest thing I'm thinking about is like Yugioh Donto is literally in the set. It might not be
sure
worth putting
is.
it as a garnet. Not even a garnet. What would it be? It would be like a bad engine piece. But Laval Dual Slasher is a good level. Like if Junk Synchron equals a 2400 as opposed to a 2400,
That is much better for sure.
That is much better with how our format looks right now. But
Yeah.
it would take work to enable it somehow, and the question is that work worth it? And it's always
My answer is no.
Super high rarity Xyz monsters. We got Dolka, Zenmains, Illuminite, Log.
Dolko's unplayable. Log is unplayable.
Illuminite is really bad.
And Dragon's unplayable.
So it was really a Zenmains in the secret rare.
Illuminite's... Oh, it's 3/4s? Wild.
3 level 4s. I know.
Oh yeah, so these are unplayable.
Yeah, so it is really just secret rare Zenmains in terms of Xyz monster excitement. So not a whole lot of Xyz monster excitement in this set.
Yeah, you can Kago to
the rare slot, we have a couple Evolzars for the Evatiles. Wind Up Knight is a good light. Wind Up Knight is a very
Kage to Kage to Kage is great.
I think it can't be used as synchro material though, so it really needs to be an Xyz monster thing.
Wild.
And as we already know, we really don't have that much. We're not really having that much Xyz summoning. Junk Defender is kind of a hand trap, kind of something.
I mean, you know what? I would be playing it in the Monarch deck. Actually, it's not bad. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Battle Fader question mark.
Yeah, if your opponent's attacking with a guy with 2
Order
attacks or
matters
less
now.
attack.
You swing with your largest guy last now. Wild.
Yeah, we now have order matters. Deep Dark Trap Hole, I think. Yeah, so Deep Dark Trap Hole outs any
Special
of
summon.
our,
So it outs the synchros.
outs any of our synchros, which is
Very good.
yeah, it's very good. But oh no, my Scrap Dragon, no.
And it banishes. Excellent. Love it.
Yeah, just never coming back. It also allows me to out your Thought Ruler if you summon it, and
Copy Knight's pretty good.
yeah, I mean yeah, non-targeting.
Yeah, Copy Knight. Not bad.
Wind Up Knight.
Copy Knight turns your Junk Synchrons into an 8.
With the same name and level as the normal one. Yeah, so it'd be a
Yeah,
level 3.
You go 3/3/2.
Yeah, 3/2, that's 2 Matte Junk Destroyer. 2 Matte Junk Destroyer is really good. That's pop 2 cards on your opponent's field.
Yeah, pretty good.
Of course, this is like a it's like a 2. It's a 2 for 3.
2.5, 2 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, because you get to still have the Junk Destroyer at the end of the exchange, unless you're popping a card that's outing the Destroyer. But anyway, that's a really good exchange if you have that up.
Mm-hmm.
Baby Taragon is not good.
No, we can skim past the rest of these. These aren't. These aren't
Eshbon
anything.
is a weird summoning sickness card.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have waters, you can be on waters, huh?
Yeah, you could be on your Gishki Beast.
Mm.
All right. And then
You got some reasonable threes at
couple-
super rare, but
a couple super rares you could pull. Yeah, there's a couple Xyz that's super rare you could try to get. Giga Brilliant being probably the most relevant one here because we're not on a bunch of waters. But those are our packs to pick from. Gonna be honest, not super exciting. In the Xyz department, even though Xyz is a super exciting new mechanic thing.
All right, you won, so you got to pick first this
so
time.
I gotta pick first. I think I'm very I'm a little scared about the Tiki Trap cards being very good, but I think this is a very easy Storm of Ragnarok for me.
What are you getting out of it? Oh, I guess you're just getting Karakuris.
My Karakuri, if I can trigger my anatomies to be draw 2s, that is so good. That is so good.
Yeah.
And I'm also getting extra answers to out Thought Ruler.
Yup.
Like, we both can get the Tikis, though, which is, really good for, tribute summoning stuff. But Nordic Relic Leviathan is just crazy. It's a very good Michizure. Very good Michizure. Yeah, I think this is a pretty easy locking in Storm of Ragnarok for me.
I think. So when I was looking at these sets before, I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll go Goblinberg because my Synchro Pool is better than yours. But like, I don't know, Scrap Dragon's kind of a lot.
Scrap Dragon is no good.
Kind of not cool with that.
Let me double check if I have a level 4 tuner right now.
Oh, you absolutely do. We've gone through a couple at this point.
Shoot, what's the why is it easier to go into the deck builder and then use its pick a pack, try to... We need a level 4 type... No, type or subtype? No, type tuner. Tuner monster. I only have Debris and Trap Eater.
Oh, wow. Wild.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could just go for
I don't have
Goblinberg.
something good to summon
Nothing
off
else.
Of the, Goblinberg yet. And I don't believe Storm of Ragnarok has... No, Storm of Ragnarok has Top Runner, so I have a chance of opening a level 4 tuner. That's generic.
Mm-hmm.
Because Top Runner's a tuner. Who'd have thunked it?
I mean...
Oh, and also Saizon's a level 4 tuner. I also forgot about that.
I think that I just want to go Extreme Victory because of Serene Psychic Witch. I just want to float into the Krebins so I can get my Power Wells actually online.
Yeah, Serene Psychic Witch is definitely a very good card.
Love Silent Psychic Knight.
Yeah,
I think we're probably out of the era where size station matters. We might be past that, so maybe my Psychic Pool is better at this point.
Yeah.
This also gives you more Karakuris, though!
Yeah, it does give me even more chances for Karakuris. And
Whack.
Yasishi is the double summon Karakuri, so I could actually like do a little baby Karakuri swarm thing. Hopefully, and then I guess. Nah, I still don't have a good 7 to go into. I really needed that Scrap Archfiend, but oh well. I got the Scrap Dragon. And
You really needed that Scrap Archfiend, huh? You really needed it.
Dude, so often in this series, it's like if we had a good level 7 to summon, like level 7 Synchro, it would be crazy.
I mean, maybe from your perspective, I've always had a good level 7 to summon.
Macros Dragon!
Yeah, I think...
Notably, this does mean we are not doing Watt Cobra, so I might not need to worry about Watt Lock.
Yeah, I think we're just going to not play with Ixies this week. I think that's the plan. We go Storm of Ragnarok, and Extreme Victory.
Yeah, you know what? That's very reasonable. Let me just mark that down on the spreadsheet. Storm of Ragnarok. Got 12 packs of that, and then Extreme Victory. Speaking of which, Blade Wolf, do you want to talk a little bit about what you were telling me a bit earlier? Of originally the plan behind the series was to have 15 packs of each set, but we reduced it down to 12 because it's nice to say half a box as a very round number.
Yeah, I mean, I was feeling like we couldn't play any actual archetypes, but we've just, through the weirdest coincidence, just forced Karakuris. Because we both picked packs that include Karakuris this week. So I think that it kind of requires the stars to align to actually allow people to play archetypes, and then those archetypes get stuck around for perhaps a little longer than we want. But I'm not quite sure yet how many packs are necessary, or if this is just acceptable.
Yeah, again, to everybody watching, we are still figuring it out, because the pick a pack idea is very fun in terms of trying to metagame packs on each other. You do have a lot more chance for scrap monsters now, so...
Oh, no, they're garbage. No, we walked through the scraps. They're all terrible. It's not worth running lube for them.
Yeah.
Oh, my 2-card combo to resummon Scrap Kong and have a 2k guy. Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah. You can always normal set it. You can always just set it.
Oh, yeah, the 1000 defense.
Yeah. But yeah,
No.
So... That's other archetype stuff. But definitely the Psychic as an archetype has definitely been the most carried throughout our series right now.
Yeah, just because it was the thing that we got multiple packs of. And then, what can top that, really?
Yeah.
Having multiple packs of a thing.
Having multiple packs of support is crazy. So, to everybody watching, Team Vendors app finally got a point on the scoreboard. Feeling good. feeling good there. And I'm learning. I'm getting my hands better into what seal. I came to the way of the tiger dragon. But we might be doing some intense Karakuri gaming next week, and we'll just have to see. So, to everybody watching, always thank you for tuning in. It's always great to be able to share this with you guys, and we'll be seeing you next week for week 4 of Pick a Pack Yu-Gi-Oh! So, as always, wish you guys absolutely wonderful. Have a good night, and as always, please take care.